I'm probably gonna mope and cry right now. Can we just admire how beautiful these covers are? Their iPad has to be this close, otherwise I see nothing. Hello lovely bookworms and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Today it is Monday, it's actually around 6 p.m. so it's about to be dinner time. I actually just brought this little one. You can just see her tail, I think. Some food, and also quick update on that. I'm actually going to the vet with her on Wednesday because she's been drinking a lot of water compared to before. She's also been craving a lot more food, so we think it could be, what's it called? I'm not sure what the word is in English, but it's in Dutch it's called schildklier. I'll put the translation, you've already seen it at this point. So we're gonna check that out via a blood test, so that's what we're doing on Wednesday. Other than that, today we did my nails. We still have to do the little ring fingers, and the reason for that is that, well, Coda hit me here when we were playing. It was all play, all fun, until it really started to hurt and I can barely touch it on this side, so we couldn't do my nails because you'd have to file them down, and we decided to leave them the same on both sides. But other than that, I went for purple this month. Very, very, very beautiful, with these butterflies, and they're in blue and in purple as well. I hope you can, does this focus? Does this, no, it doesn't work, but these are my nails, so that's what we did. Other than that, I wanted to give you guys a reading update. I'm not that much further with either of the books I'm reading, or at least I was reading last week. So the first book that I am still reading is The Strings of Murder, and that one is actually downstairs because I'm still reading it during, breaks, and so far I'm really enjoying it. I think I've already mentioned that. It is very different from what I expected, because I personally expected our main protagonist to be in the location and then someone would get murdered, but he's actually sent out there to investigate, so that's different from what I thought it would be. But I am really, really enjoying it, and I hope I can finish that this week. And then the second one, which I just grabbed from here, is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. And so far I am 300 pages in, I think. Yeah, 301 to be exact. And so far, so good. I'm listening to the audiobook of this one. This is the only book that has an audiobook for me this month. So I am listening to that, and I'm so far really, really enjoying it. I will probably continue that tomorrow once I have time to listen to an audiobook, but I am really, really enjoying it. So that's that, and yeah, those are the books that I'm currently reading. So that's my little reading update, and I have no idea what this week will look like, apart from the fact that I know it's going to be busy, but I hope you will enjoy it anyway, and yeah, let's just get into my week.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have.
Hey guys, it is actually Tuesday. It's already Tuesday night. I thought I would sit in a little bit of a different spot for my update, but before we actually get into my reading update, because I did finish a book, I actually found something in the mail. So this package actually made its way to me, and considering I haven't ordered anything, this is a gift, and I thought I would open it with you guys. Ooh, definitely a book. The reason why I'm laughing at I'll explain, but this is A Fever of Blood, I think it's called. A Fever of the Blood, I'm sorry, by Oscar de Muriel, and I believe that this is the second book in the Frey and McGray series, which is actually the book that I finished, which I will get to in a little bit. But I think basically the first book is The Strings of Murder, which is what I was currently reading. I think this is the second one. Does it state that anywhere? But this has to be ordered really, really recently then, because I think I only added these books to my wish list yesterday. Anyway, let's check if there is a note. I hope there's at least there's a note. I really hope you enjoy the book. Happy reading, from Ashley from Movie and Books Girl. She actually also has a YouTube channel, which I will link down below. Ashley, thank you so much for this. This is even more convenient that you can think, because I've just finished the first book, which is The Strings of Murder. I actually finished this last night, so this is perfect. Very bad for my TBR plans, but perfect. So thank you so much for that. I can now immediately just make headway into my update. I think it actually mentions in the back. Yeah, Fever of the Blood is the second one, which is, I'll read you the back. This one. This is basically, I think, a lunatic actually escapes from an asylum in Edinburgh, so very, very excited about that. Once again with murder, so that is really good, but I will give you a little bit of a wrap-up, reading, meaning, review. I couldn't get to the name, that's how tired I am. But I finished this one last night, actually. Oh, I was about halfway, so about like this much, and really, really enjoyed it. There are some things that I'm still very, very intrigued about, that I want to know more about, and I'm pretty sure that will continue on in the second book, so I cannot wait to actually get to this. Maybe I can put it on my TBR for next month. I hope I can. So this book is actually about a detective who basically fell from grace and was sent to Edinburgh to investigate a murder on a violinist who they might be scared might be a copycat of the Ripper, because that's the time frame that this is set in. And when he goes there, also meets a guy called McGray or Nine Nails, and they have the most interesting banter. And in general, I think the story, though a little bit predictable and also a little bit far-reached, was really, really enjoyable. And I think I gave this one 4 stars and really, really, really enjoyed this. So I cannot wait to get into the second one. Can we just admire how beautiful these covers are? They're absolutely stunning. I love them. It just gives me this very nice feel. I don't know, I can't explain it. Also, the fact these books are floppy is just the best thing in life. I love floppy books. I'm so excited to get into this one. So once again, Ashley, thank you so much. Do check her out. I will link her down below.
You're the only one I want there at the end of my story. It's the only thing I figured out. Cause everything else in my life without you would be boring. And we'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now.
Hey guys, remember when I said, I think I said that at least, that I would check back in if I had an update? Well, it is now later on the same evening. Also, if I look, I don't know what I look like because I'm wearing my glasses now. I took out my contacts, and otherwise there's this very, very annoying glare because of the ring light, so please forgive my face. But I actually forgot to mention the book that I had started and was pretty far with, and that was The Damned by Renee Audier. I have now finished it, which is the second book this week, and that is the only positive thing I have to say about it. I really didn't like it, and though I have to say that I already went in with low expectations, especially due to the fact that Femke didn't like it, and usually our opinions are the same or very, very similar. If I like a book, she usually does so as well, and if she dislikes a book or I dislike a book, the other will usually also dislike it, and at the very least we will have the same issues with the book when reading it. But this one, for one, I think that the complaint about the first book with there being a lack of vampires is still the case. Other than that, I'm not going to say anything, but it's still the case, and I wish that wasn't true, which is weird coming from my mouth because I'm not the biggest vampire fan. Also, because of the fact that this is the first series that Renee Audier is writing, I think, or at least that's my thought, she tried to put way too much into this book. So we have multiple point of views, we have sort of multiple storylines, and then also a lot of things happening and a lot of things having to be established, the world having to be expanded, and just the characters having to go through certain growth and certain things. And I feel like there was not enough room in this book to do all of the above, and it showed. It really, really showed. I didn't like the characters anymore. I loved Celine and Bastian in the first book, but this one, the sassiness and the badass character that Celine was in book 1 is just completely gone. Sebastian also, no, not Sebastian, I keep saying Sebastian, it's Bastian. Bastien? Baz. He just turned into a floofball, and no. So no. I gave this 2 stars, by the way, if you're wondering, and I am very sad about it. I am probably gonna mope and cry right now, and I also finished another book, which was a graphic novel, and what was I'm quickly gonna check the name. iPad has to be this close, otherwise I see nothing. A Thief Among the Trees, which is a graphic novel prequel to An Amber in the Ashes, and this follows 3 soldiers of the, what's it called again? Basically where they're from, and it follows Elias, Helena, and Navi that have to go on a mission to get a certain poison for their, what's it called? Institute? Basically they serve the Empire, but that was really, really nice. I have to say that I wasn't the biggest fan of the way that the graphic novel was drawn, because I've had difficulty when looking at Navi and looking at Elias to keep them apart, so that wasn't great. But other than that, really, really enjoyed it, and I gave that one 4 stars. But anyway, I'm gonna put my glasses back on so I see things and you guys see glare, and I'm gonna sign off for today. I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow or later, I don't know. Hey guys, good morning. As you can probably see, I have managed to look alive, but I barely slept a wink last night. I am just really worried for today because at 2:15 I have to be at the vet with Nina, and I just don't know what will come out of it. So I didn't sleep great. That said, I think I saw it get to like 5 a.m. and I was awake at like 8 a.m. So a solid 3 hours of sleep. But because of that, I thought I would just start rereading some books that I was in the mood for. So this is bad. It almost looks like a 24-hour readathon. I finished The Selection, The Elite, and The One by Kiera Cass. I've read these years and years ago, and last night I really wanted something sort of light and easy and fluffy to sort of see if I could, escape from my feelings. And it worked pretty decently, apart from the fact that I barely slept anything, but I don't know, I just really, really enjoy these books. I do have to say that I think this one will always be my favorite, and then sort of the chaoticness that is the second and the third book are just great. And I do have to say, I don't think that these are the best books out there. They're definitely not the best books you will ever read, but if you want a light and easy, royal sort of competition kind of book, these are your best friends. They're just so cozy to read, and I can really recommend them. So I have an update for you. Sorry, my glass. I will take these off. These are blue light glasses, by the way, which I'm wearing for my laptop because I'm working on that on my laptop for quite a lot of time during the day. But I wanted to do a little Nina update. So we went to the vet, and we had her blood work done, and basically the thing that they wanted to test, by the way, is I think called a thyroid. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So it's basically, I think it's something that is in her throat and can basically act up, usually with older cats, but also humans. And so far that blood work was good. Her liver was good, her kidneys were good. Also, the fact we thought she might have diabetes, but that's also regular. So that's not the case. It could still be that it is her thyroid, but it's sort of at a beginning stage, so we'll have to check back in 2 weeks. But because of the fact that her breathing is pretty sort of raspy and a little bit as if she's sort of squinching her throat, and it's just a little bit difficult to breathe. So we did an x-ray, and they didn't find anything particularly wrong. I mean, they did find once again that she has arthritis, and severe arthritis in her back, which she already gets medication for. She also has some very tiny bladder stones again, but they're small enough that she should be able to pee them out, if that makes sense. Then they checked her lungs and sort of her just entire upper body, and with that they found that her, what are they called? Let me quickly Google, because these are all terms that I don't know in English. Oh, it's literally bronchi? Bronchi. Basically, they're a little bit off, but again, not to the extent that it would explain her symptoms. So basically her symptoms are that she's drinking a lot more water than she should, peeing a lot more, but also sort of the breathing, which is I think the main concern, which I just mentioned, and also the fact that she sleeps a lot more and wants a lot more food. So all of those combined, that's why we went to the vet. And her bronchi weren't as bad. There was also no liquid, or at least barely any liquid in her lungs, which shouldn't explain her symptoms. So long story short, we have to go back on Friday for an ultrasound. That's me signing off, putting back my glasses. I really like them. They're blue light glasses. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I actually thought I would do an update. So first and foremost, nothing immediately problematic. So basically the results are pretty okay, as in I'm really relieved that it's not a tumor or something along those lines, but it is something that we have to work on and I have to assist her with. I mean, she's nearly 18, so I didn't expect nothing, but I'm happy that there's a diagnosis at the moment and we can sort of solve the issue. We can solve one issue and then sort of make sure that the other issue doesn't go too fast. So long story short, there's 2 diagnoses for her symptoms. So on the one hand, we have the drinking a lot, eating a lot, and peeing a lot issue. And on the other hand, we have the heavy breathing. The heavy breathing is actually caused by bronchitis, if that's the right way to pronounce it. Probably not, but I hope you know what I mean. And that can easily be helped with, for now, prednisone, and then after 2 weeks we're going over to sort of puffs that I have to put on her face, so that's going to be fun. Then on the other hand, we have the drinking a lot peeing problem. That one's a little bit more difficult, and the reason for this is that basically what this is beginning kidney failure. So it's sort of the early stages of kidney failure, and with this you can't help it or you can't heal it, if that makes sense, but you can make sure that it doesn't progress as fast. The vet did say that she cannot give any sort of prognosis on how fast or how what's the other word? Slow that progress will be. It could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years, but considering we're in an early stage and there's no protein, I think that's the word, in her urine yet, that's good. So for now, we're good. She will be getting different food for that, and so far I just have to keep an eye on that. So those are the 2 main reasons that she was feeling off. That said, I think right now I'm just gonna relax a little bit. I think I can finally sleep soundly, considering, you know, I haven't slept. I probably, if I've slept 10 hours this entire week, it's a lot. You sleep so poorly when you're worried and anxious. But for now, I think I'm gonna relax. It's Saturday today. Nina's not dead. I want to start by saying that, but I'm very worried. This morning when I woke up, she started breathing worse. It was very like raspy and as if she was really like pinching everything. So we went back to the vet and she's with them right now so she can get extra oxygen and they can monitor her breathing. I'm really worried. I'm gonna be picking her up at 5. It's now 2:30, and I did quickly want to mention it. Yeah, that's my update for now. I'm sorry this is such a weird vlog and I'm just such a mess. I'm just really, really worried. I mean, she is nearly 18, so who knows? Anyway, thank you for listening to me breaking down. It's a couple of hours later. She's actually sitting in front of me, eating her food. It's going a lot better. She's had extra oxygen. They once again checked her temperature and her blood flow. Everything was normal. So basically what we have to do is sort of continue with her treatment. And yeah, I've been once again relieved so far. And things should start looking up. The vet basically thought that it might be little reaction to everything going on, so and maybe even the medication as well. So yeah, I cried. Well, I didn't cry for nothing, but I am relieved. I am glad she's back home again. Hello? Hello? It's a little dark in here because it's nearly dark out. Someone's glad to be back home, and someone is glad that she's back home. That's me, and also my parents. Whew. Right now, I think I'm gonna eat something, because I haven't all day. And just enjoy the fact that she's back home. Hello, good morning. I nearly fell over. How are you doing? Little update on this one. Doing a lot better, even with her little shaved belly. Oh, you had to go through a lot, but you're still here, and you're doing okay. Oh, you beautiful little girl. She's doing okay. It's Sunday today. I have to make the bed, but she's so cozy. Just a little longer then. So it is Monday night as we speak, and I actually wanted to end the vlog here still because I forgot to do that once again. But before I do that, I wanted to show you that she's doing quite a bit better. I was so frightened this week. It was such a hectic week, but sometimes weeks are like that, and I hope that you've still enjoyed the vlog, even though I was moping and crying for most of it. But yeah, I thought I would thank you anyway, also for all of the love that I've received over the last week, you know, with her and everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so that you get post notifications every single time that I or Femke posts a video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!